It's me, MLB. Here is chapter 24 of Gains, and this one is titled Separated. You had just turned around and were about to walk to your bed to lie down when your stomach suddenly growled at you. So much had been going on that night that you'd forgotten to eat. Ravenous now, you grabbed your jumper and threw it on, and then headed to the door to go to the kitchen to eat that food. You ate yourself another big meal that night and went to bed with a full tummy and tired eyes. The next morning you woke up and could barely move your arms. Oh, man, you hummed with a worried expression on your face as you tried to sit up in bed without using them, which was damn near impossible. Oh, I'm paying for yesterday. With great difficulty you got out of bed and got yourself ready for school that day, and then grabbed your bag and wrestled it painfully onto your shoulders and then made your way to your door. Your arms felt like wet noodles to use, and you probably looked like some kind of weird alien trying to close your door behind you before walking to the elevator and struggling to even lift your arm to press the button. Ugh, ouch, you thought with a grimace as your arm flopped back to your side. Oi, the voice of Bakugou grunted as he approached you at the elevator. Oh, hi Bakugou, you greeted softly, and then looked at the floor. He eyed you, noticing that something was a little off but not knowing what. Then the lift doors opened and you both stepped in. The way you walked was a little weird, as you didn't want to use your arms at all, and he noticed. What's wrong with your arms? He grunted. Oh, I did a workout with Kiri yesterday, and I'm paying for it now, you admitted with a grimace. Bakugou scowled and looked away a little. He didn't like that you had hung out with Kiri, and not him. Well, he finally grunted in reply, you wouldn't be able to handle a workout with me anyway, not at this point. You were about to reply with an agreeing statement, but then remembered what he had said last time you spoke. Oh, maybe I'm stronger now, and you're just not ready for me? You replied with as much fake sass as you could muster, and as if it were perfectly timed, the elevator doors opened and you stepped out like the boss chick you were and strode off ahead of him, limp arms and all. Your reply took him by surprise a little, and he stood there for a second with wide eyes, watching you walk away. Then, just before the elevator doors closed on him, he grabbed the metal slide and forced them open again so he could step out, following a little way behind you with a scowling smirk on his face, his eyes watching your hips sway as you walked. Kiri was already in the classroom when you turned up, and you gave him a warm little smile as you walked over to your seat. Hi Kiri, you greeted as you dropped your bag off your shoulders down next to your desk and sat down in your chair, all without using your arms. Hey Yin, how are you feeling today? He asked warmly, leaving the conversation with the other guys to come over to you. Honestly, sore, you replied sheepishly. Yeah, same, he chuckled, flexing his bulging bicep and rubbing it with the other hand. Bakugou scowled as he passed you both, and sulked over to his desk and then slumped down into it, crossing his arms across his chest and flicking his legs up onto the desk in front of him. You glanced at him as he passed you, but didn't say anything, and Kiri saw you looking, a small amount of pinch in his chest as your attention diverted to Bakugou for a second. Anyway, he started, to get your attention back to him. You'll feel much better in another 2 days. Unfortunately, tomorrow will feel much worse, but then it'll be better, I promise. You grimaced. Okay, is there anything I can do to make it not so bad? Drink lots of water. That should help, Kiri said with a toothy grin. Okay, thanks Kiri. I'll do that, you replied with a small, warm smile. You heard a thump and looked to see what it was, and saw Bakugou had dropped his feet back down to the ground again and was now sitting with balled up fists against the desk. What's his problem? You wondered. Kiri also looked across and saw that Bakugou seemed very agitated. What's up with Bakugou? He wondered. Just then Aizawa walked in and class started, so you took your seat and listened up. Fitness training, Aizawa said in a bored tone, his bloodshot eyes roaming over everyone in the class. All Might is overseeing your lesson on the track. Find a partner and get changed into your sports uniform, and then meet him there in 15 minutes. And with that, he pulled a yellow sleeping bag out from behind his teaching desk and flicked it out, stepped into it, and then zipped it up and lay down. Everyone's sweat dropped and then slowly got up from their seats and started to pair up. You looked at the back of Kiri's head in front of you and went to reach forwards to tap him on the back, but Bakugou was suddenly there and shot you a sharp look before turning his attention to Kiri. You're with me, dumb hair, Bakugou said lowly. Kiri turned to look at you, and you looked at him and then slowly withdrew your hand and sat back a bit. Bakugou, I was going to partner with Yin for... I said you're with me, Bakugou snapped, and your face showed your disappointment. Yin? Yurika's sweet voice suddenly asked from your right. You looked at her. Do you have a partner? Would you be with me? She asked kindly. The look of relief on your face gave her the answer that she needed, and she smiled. We'll make a great team, she added brightly. Yen! Mina called from across the room, making you look up at her as you stood up. Are you already taken? You nodded silently. Yeah, I'm with you, Erica. You added softly. Oh, damn it! We could have been a great team. Never mind, next time, she said with a small wave, and then skipped off to find someone else. Eureka said something else to you, but Bakugou's voice behind you made you look in his and Kiri's direction. Hurry up, dumbhair, and hold me back, he grunted. Kiri had a lingering gaze on you, and he stepped to go after Bakugou, and you gave him a sympathetic look, which he returned, and then he turned to follow Bakugou out of the classroom to go and change. Oh, I kind of wanted to be with Kiri, but it's okay, you thought as you weakly picked up your bag and went with Eureka to change. Ah, well, they indeed got separated. Stay tuned for chapter 25 coming tomorrow.